The purpose of this mobility series is going to be to mobilize your thoracic spine, your shoulders, and your hips. Now this is going to be a follow along sequence, so just hit play, pay attention, and go slow. Now the goal here is to push you into positions that maybe are a little bit further than your range of motion. So we want to make sure we're controlled, we're not forcing anything, and we're focused on breathing. So pay attention to my breathing, pay attention to the movements, and follow along. What we're going to start with here is some basic foam rolling. So you'll need a foam roller, the pad is optional, and then either a dowel or a small PVC pipe, I would say 4 or 5 feet long. So we're going to start with foam rolling our hips. Now on each foam rolling area, if you're a little bit tighter, you can spend more time, but we're going to hit about 30 seconds per area. If you want more time, just hit pause and roll out until you're ready to continue. So we're going to start on our left hip here. Now kind of looking for hot spots. If you want to get a little deeper in the hip, you can bring that leg up. If I find a little trigger point, I'm just going to sit on it. Just roll lightly, breathe through it. You can even work a little bit of mobility. You can do a pin and stretch here. So holding on a trigger point, putting that muscle through a range of motion. I'm going to come over to the other side, hit the same thing. Now I'm on my right hip, rolling, get a deeper stretch, rolling here. Make sure we're not holding tension in the face, especially if you've got tight spots. You may be cringing a little bit, but we don't want to be tight and tense. Rolling. Good, then we're gonna flip over. Now we're gonna hit our hip flexors. So this position here, I'm gonna get the foam roller set up kind of along the inside of my thigh. Same thing here, just kind of rolling. If I find a tight spot, I can bend the knee, breathe out and relax. Bend the knee, relax. Just rolling along there, getting up right into that hip crease. I'm going to switch over to the other side. So again, right on that hip crease, rolling. Breathing, not holding any tension. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we're going to get our adductors at the inside of our thigh. This is a spot that for most people is pretty tight. So what you're going to want to do, get set up on the foam roller, kind of bring the leg out here, and I'm rolling on the inside of that thigh. Now we want to make sure we don't ever roll over our actual knee joint. So we're actually just in the meat of the muscle, kind of working up into our groin area. Breathing through. Rolling it. I'm going to go about 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to switch over to the other side. So same thing here. Spread the leg out. And again, just small little rolls. Looking for tight spots. Got one right there, that's fun. And good, all right, last one we're gonna roll is our thoracic spine. Now our thoracic spine pretty much runs from the mid-back right up until about your upper trap. So what I wanna do here is first get set up on the foam roller. Now, I'm gonna cross my arms over. That's gonna open my shoulder blades up. I'm just gonna work a little bit of left side, a little bit of right side. We wanna make sure we're not excessively arching at the lower back, so keep the pelvis stacked underneath your ribs. So we're not arching up this way, we're not tucking under. can bring the arm up overhead, work a little bit more in the lat if you're tight there. Hit the lat. So just all those rotational muscles. Just really trying to loosen those up. Get the other side here. Looking for hot spots, just breathing through it. Good. All right, now we're gonna start working some more mobility. So we'll set the foam roller to the side. We'll use it here in a second. First one we're gonna hit is a Spider-Man into a pigeon. So I'll do a couple from head on, then I'll rotate so you can see both angles. Now we're gonna hit 5 per side. So we're gonna get into a tall plank position. Then I'm gonna bring my right foot outside of my right hand, kind of pushing my groin down. Then from here, I'm gonna take my right hand, sweep up, come over to the right side, and come down into a pigeon here, stretching out the hip and the glute. I'm gonna come back up, and back to the high plank. I'm gonna come back, sweep up, reach over, and pigeon down, leaning into it, and then push back up. If you need to, you can kind of rock back up here, reset, come back. So up, hand outside, drop down, and come up. You're gonna hit 2 more on that side, so I'll just give you a little different angle here. Step up, reach over, come down. Come back up, and step back. 1 more. Make sure we're dropping this other knee here. Sweep up. And back. Left side. So left foot outside of the left hand. Come up. Left hand outside the left foot. And roll down. A little tighter on this side. That's normal. Come back up. Left foot, left hand to the outside, roll down, pigeon stretch, feeling that outside of the hip, come back up, come over, nice and tall through the chest here. If we want to get a deeper stretch, we can bring the chest down, just make sure you're not rounding through your back. Come up. Back. I like to do a little down dog, stretch the calves out. Come up, over, roll to the left hip. Come back up, reset, sneak a little down dog in there. Step up, come over. Good. Now, we're going to really stretch out that thoracic spine so we can get our foam roller back. Now what you're going to do here, laying on your side, bring your knees and hips to 90 degrees. We can put the foam roller either between the legs, or if you've got better mobility, you can bring your bottom leg out and put your foam roller underneath your top leg. So from here, I'm going to sweep up overhead. As I pass my head, I'm going to rotate my palm towards the ceiling and breathe out. And then close the book. So reach, sweep, close the book. Reach, sweep, close the book. Reach, sweep, close the book. 1 more. Reach, close the book. Then we'll go to the other side. So again, if you have less thoracic mobility, the other way to do it Put the foam roller between both legs. Make sure you're gripping it between your thighs and between your ankles. From here, it's the same. Reach, sweep, breathe out. Close the book, reach, sweep, close the book. One more. Good. Now we're going to work the 90-90 position in the hips. So the setup here is key. What we're going to do, we're going to start with our left leg forward. So I'm looking for 90 degrees. My left foot, the bottom of my left foot, is running in a straight line down my right shin. From here, I'm just going to sit nice and tall. I'm going to take my left hand, palm faces backwards. So I'm also stretching my wrist out. And from here, take my right hand, I'm going to reach and sweep, kind of like a dealer at the casino when they're clearing the blackjack table. So I'm going to come out and come back up to tall. My chest is facing down my left femur. One more. We're going to go to the other side. So now, again, chest is facing down my right femur. My right bottom of my foot is in line with my left shin. Right hand facing backwards, reach, sweep. One more. Good, and from here, we're gonna get set up for some 90-90 rolls. So all I'm gonna do from this position, I'm gonna reach my right hand or left hand over, and I'm rolling to the other side, nice and tall. I'm gonna reach my right hand over, roll across. Remember, don't force any range of motion. Stay within what you can do. Trying to keep our heels in contact with the floor as best we can. Should feel a little bit easier as you go along here. Got one more this way. And one more back. Now from here, last one we're gonna do in this 90-90 position is we're gonna work in 90-90 clamshell. So I'm sitting, chest is facing down my left femur. And all I'm gonna do from here is bring that up and down, up and down, and up and down. Let's get two more. Now, this is a hard one. We're going to work internal rotation of this back leg. Now, you may feel like you can't even do this. It's about the intent. It's not about actually being able to do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push my right knee hard into the ground, and I'm going to think about lifting my right foot up. So I'm going to sit nice and tall here, chest tall, breathe in, push my knee in the ground, lift off, come back down. One more. You may get a little crampy there, so take it easy, go slow. We're going to go to the other side. So now working the right leg clamshell up. We're going to hit that internal rotation of the left hip. Drive the knee into the ground, lift, relax. Lift, relax. Lift, relax. 2 more. 1 more. Good. All right. Now, going up to a quadruped position, we're going to work our hip circles. So tabletop position here, find neutral with the spine. I'm going to try not moving at my back. Rotate. So coming up, open, and down. So 5 clockwise, and then we'll go 5 counterclockwise. Now the key is active with your other hand, with your hands and your other knee. So I'm going to come back, open, back. Core tight. Try and just move at that hip. Good. Then we're going to go right leg. Now, again, this is active, so we're pushing our hands on the floor. I'm breaking a sweat at this point in the mobility circuit. So right leg, find neutral, kick up, open. Brutal. Reverse that direction, open, back, and in. Good, so 5 clockwise, 5 counterclockwise on each leg. Then, coming up to a half kneeling position. So, use a pad, save your knees. So in this half kneeling position here, I've got my left knee down, right foot forward. Now I'm going to actively push my right foot into the ground. I'm going to take a breath in, rotate to the right. Don't let this knee move in or out. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm going to switch legs. I'll face forward on this one. So I've got my left knee forward. So on those, whatever leg's forward, that's the direction you're rotating. We'll go 5 per side. Next one is going to be from a tall position, tall kneeling position. So on these, we want to make sure we're nice and tall through the hips. Glutes are squeezed. We're going to bring our PVC pipe or dowel up overhead. Make sure we're not flaring our ribs or arching our back, so nice and tall. Then from here, just going to side bend. Come up. Breathe out, or breathe in. Breathe in, breathe out. Not forcing this, nice and easy. Really reaching overhead with this top hand. You can even stretch it more by pulling with your bottom hand. Go 1 more. Then we're going to hit the other side, so nice and tall. Again, I'll go from the side here, so now I'm going to the right. Make sure we're up, not arching back. Nice and tall, stack the ribs, tuck the pelvis. can gently pull. If I'm going to the right, I can pull my left hand over by pulling on the right side of the dowel. Good. So again, don't force that. Just get to a stretch position. Now we're going to finally come up to standing. We're going to use our dowel for balance here because we're not trying to turn this into a circus exercise. We're going to do a single leg RDL into a hip circle. So if I'm holding the staff or the dowel, my right hand, I'm going to hinge back with my hips, reach back with my right leg, get a nice stretch in my left hamstring. I'm going to come up. I'm going to rotate open, back and back. So I'll do 2 more on that side facing this way. So I'm going to come up, or reach back, sorry. Reach back, come up, open, close, back, up, open, close. Switch to the other side. So I'm going to reach back, come up, open, close, back, up, open, close, back, up, open, close. One more. Abs tight. Good. Next one, going into a lateral lunge with an overhead reach. So this is going to work ankles, hips, everything. That should be nice and warmed up right now. So I'm going to step to my right, drop my right hip back, and reach. Come up. I'm going to go to the left, step, trying to make a big bow across this right side. One more each side. Good. Next one, using our dowel again for some balance, we're going to work internal, external hip rotation. So I'm going to start on my left leg. I can either go up on my right toe or wrap my right foot around my left leg. All I'm going to do from here, think torso stays straight, and I'm just moving at the hips. So I'm disassociating my upper from my lower body. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to flip around to the other side, give you a little bit different angle here. So now wrapping left foot behind my right. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one. I'm going to come all the way over to a wall. If you got one available, this is helpful. I'm going to stand about shoulder width apart, and I'm going to rotate and get my hands to the wall. Now, if you can't do this, it's okay to kind of cheat and angle your feet back, and then we're just holding this stretch. And you can creep your feet back to center, feel a stretch, and reset. Rotate. So we're rotating our hips, then our thoracic spine. One more. Good. I'm gonna bring it in, shake it out. Got a little bit of sweat going on the forehead, in the armpits, but I'm feeling nice and loose in my hips. My back, definitely a little tight right now, so definitely gonna work more back mobility, but have at it, follow along. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel better, move better, play better.